And good morning. It's Monday, March 14th, 2016. Welcome to Delta Daybreak. I'm Candace Red.
And I'm Riley Hill.
So, Riley, a long cleanup process is underway after all the severe thunderstorms hit the state of Mississippi. We do have the latest, but first, let's learn more about the weather. Riley, do we have a tornado? Or was it just hail? I heard a lot of wind pounding on the door. I was frightened. I was scared. What was happening?
We actually did have a lot of severe weather pass through last night. Eric and I were up here late last night. Tornado warning in Bolivar County. There's some thunderstorm damage or thunderstorm wind damage. They're going to have to kind of go out there and assess, see if there was a tornado or not. But no way, Jose. They're actually, their tin roof actually got blown off last night.
At the restaurant? Now, did that restaurant just open not too long ago?
Yeah, they had a ribbon cutting
wow.
a few weeks ago.
Okay.
That's up in Cleveland. And then a possible tornado 1 mile south of Dermott in Chico County, and that was a very strong storm. We saw up to golf ball size hail, and that was actually reported in Washington County and Chico County. But we have, that's since exited Delta, we are clearing out this morning.
That's good.
Let's take a look at our radar right now. Or we actually do have these 2 flash flood warnings still out. This is for Bolivar and Sunflower County. Now those are set to expire here over the next 15 minutes. And no rain to report of out there right now in the Delta. We are staying fairly clear. But these are the storm reports that came through, or the highlights of the storm reports from yesterday. So golf ball size hail, like I was saying, in Ashley County and Washington County. Possible tornado, Chico County. That one was just south of Dermott, and the Juvenile Detention Center actually got hit, and their fence was destroyed along that property. So they will go out there and assess that storm damage, see if we possibly had a quick spin up with that system. And there's that wind damage as well in Bolivar County. Now, temperatures staying fairly warm this morning. We're into the mid 60s. Good 20 degrees above average for this time of year. And we are going to stay fairly warm today. Here's a look at our day planner, actually getting back into the upper 70s. Plenty of sunshine. It's going to be a great day out there. So finally a day for us to dry out. No rain today or tomorrow expected, but possibly some going into Tuesday night. I'll talk about that coming up.
All right, thanks, Riley. Time for your top local news story. So Greenville police are looking for a second suspect connected to a deadly shooting. Well, police are looking for 21-year-old Jerry McCoon Jr. Well, police say he was allegedly involved in the killing of 44-year-old Stephen Kaysen. Now, 21-year-old Demetric Parnell, who you're seeing on your screen, he's already in jail without bond for the alleged murder. The deadly shooting happened Saturday morning at the Franklin Apartments, and that's located in the 300 block of West Alexander Street. When police arrived, they found the body of the victim near the apartment building. Now, police believe Kaysen died after getting shot 2 times in the torso. The motive for the shooting is still unclear at this time as the investigation continues. And former Mississippi State quarterback and NFL draft prospect Dak Prescott is in trouble with the law. Well, he was arrested early Saturday morning and charged with driving under the influence. The Starkville Police Department confirmed Prescott's arrest on Twitter. Now, the Post said that he was arrested around 12:45 a.m. and that there is no further information from SPD in this incident. Well, Prescott is projected to be drafted anywhere between the 2nd and 4th rounds of April's NFL draft. And the mayor of Itta Bena is opposing the potential sale of an industrial park land owned by Itta Bena to LaFleur County. Now, Mayor Thelma Collins has again expressed reservations about the sale, and the Itta Bena Board of Aldermen has tried to sell the land in the past. Now, in May of 2015, the board hoped to use proceeds from the sale to pay off a $200,000 federal tax lien on the municipality. The IRS, though, abated a large amount of that debt. And we now know just how many homes across Mississippi are left damaged due to severe weather. Well, Mississippi emergency officials say 185 homes have been damaged by flooding hitting the state, while about 650 homes sustained minor damage. The state also reports that no injuries or deaths have been reported. However, 2 fishermen are still missing in Claiborne County. Now, Mississippi officials also say that a nursing home in Clarksdale was evacuated, and that that was as a precaution. The state has mobilized about 120 National Guard troops to help. Now, some residents in Mississippi are left in the dark thanks to severe weather. Now, according to Entergy Mississippi, nearly 80 customers are waking up without power this morning. 9 customers are in the dark in Washington County, and at least 7 people are still in need of service in Sunflower. Now, Entergy says crews cannot restore power to structures with damaged electrical equipment. In Greenville, residents are cleaning up after the severe thunderstorms flooded several residential areas. Many streets and roads across Washington County are still flooded. The cleanup process is far from over.
I don't know what the city's going to do about it, but we had almost 2 feet of water inside my house.
Greenville residents are waking up to a wet mess after 10 inches of rain hit the city and flooded several streets and homes.
It's like they forgot about this side of town. We didn't have one city worker down here. No one was trying to clear out the drains. You can see from the debris behind me. I mean, they forget about this side of town. I mean, we pay taxes too.
Thomas Knight lives in the 1500 block of South DeLessep Street in Greenville. He says this is the 3rd time his house has become severely flooded after a thunderstorm.
The last 3 or 4 years, this house has been catching it. And we also got a drain over there right now that the city hadn't cleared in the last couple of years.
Knight says he's disappointed in the city of Greenville because the city was no help at all before and after the flood waters.
I try to make sure the floodgates are open. And the first thing they tell me, well, the floodgates are open. Well, if the floodgates are open, why are we constantly getting water to come in our house?
Greenville Mayor Eric Simmons issued a state of emergency Thursday. In an interview with WXVT, he says the city is doing everything possible to assist affected residents.
I know Greenville, along with other Delta towns, have been flooded out, and so it's more a regional thing. And so if we get some help from federal government, it will be an opportunity for our citizens to access more funds.
Tammy Reed is the deputy director of the Washington County Office of Emergency Management. She says residents were also urged to evacuate if they got water inside of their homes.
There were people in their homes yesterday that chose not to leave, and they may decide before the night's over that they do want to leave because we still have roads that are flooded.
Why didn't you evacuate?
Go where? Where we going? If they're not helping us, where we're going to go? We've been out here for 50-some years. Where we going?
Greenville residents are not in the clear yet. Meteorologists are predicting more rainfall in a city that's already soaked. In the studio, I'm Candace Redd for WXVT News. Now, according to the Office of Emergency Management, flood waters could be contaminated, so do not get in the water or let your children play in it. And many lives have been turned upside down thanks to the severe weather. WXVT's Melanie Dodson spoke with another flood victim.
If there's a family in need that has to evacuate in the middle of the night, they shouldn't hesitate to come if they are in need of shelter. Our quiet hours are from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Well, today in history on March 14th, this is back in 1967, folks. Well, JFK's body is moved to a permanent grave site. Now, the body of President John F. Kennedy is moved to a spot just a few feet away from its original site at Arlington National Cemetery. The slain president had been assassinated more than 3 years earlier on November 22nd in 1963. JFK's original gravesite attracted 16 million visitors in the first 3 years after his death. Well, the Kennedy family and Arlington officials moved JFK's grave to accommodate the extensive foot traffic caused by tourists. All right, so Riley, back here at the desk, it's time to go ahead and talk about this morning's Delta Chat question. Bet you don't know what it is, Riley.
I do not.
All right, so are single-sex schools more effective than co-ed schools? Why or why not? Leave a message on our Facebook page. Your comment will be read live on air. Thanks as always for participating. Riley, check out that photo. Single-sex or co-ed schools? Which one would you like to see? All the little kids look happy with the co-ed. The single-sex like, I'm so alone. I don't know. I've never been in a school where it's just one sex.
My
about
last
you?
2 years of high school, I went to a
All-male school?
all-male Catholic military school.
Oh, yeah, military style. How was that?
I actually enjoyed it.
Did you?
Yeah. I thought,
Brotherhood, right?
yeah, for sure. But I mean, it's up to, I guess, the person.
I guess the parents, right?
Yeah.
Do kids really get a say in all of this? Probably not.
I'm guessing for a single-sex school, it's probably private, so the parents would
Yeah.
be paying for it. So
Oh.
it would probably be up to them.
Yeah, there you go. Good one there. I know for colleges, let's say like Morehouse, all-male school there, or Spelman, all-female school. Those are great schools. So why not? I enjoyed my Howard University experience, mingling with. Never mind, folks. I don't know about all that. Let's just move on to the weather.
Let's look at our weather headlines out there for today, or live look at our latest line Doppler radar. You can see those storms passed through late last night for us. Finally got out of here around 4 a.m. Now we are staying fairly clear this morning. And here's a look at our headlines. We are fairly warm to start our work week here on March, 13th, 14th?
It's the 14th, Riley.
14th, and we are actually staying dry today, tomorrow, so that is good news.
Good.
More rain, possibly heading our way Tuesday night and then going into the weekend as well. But a good bit of viewer photos to get through. So this was a picture of the hail that came through last night. This was in Greenville, and up to quarter-size hail in this picture. This was actually sent in, and actually got a storm report out of it sent in by the National Weather Service. So official storm report there. Thank you, Carol, for that picture late last night. This one was sent in by Donna Marquez. This was from over the weekend when we had a little bit clear skies out there for briefly before we gave way to rain later in the day. Now this was some of the storms pushing through at night. This was sent in by Mike Brown out of Arcola. Cool shot there. Thank you for that, Mike. And then this one was sent in last week before we saw all the rain. When we got a little busy, we got away from the viewer photos there for a second. But this one was sent in by Alexandra Anderson out of Carrollton.
Pretty.
That is a good shot there. Some alto stratus mackerel sky, what they call it. Cool shot there. Viewer photos, just go to Facebook, Twitter. Just make sure we know who you are and where you are.
I don't like the hail, Riley.
No, hail is...
It's dangerous.
It could be very dangerous, and actually they were calling for initially up to tennis ball size hail.
Oh, tennis ball.
Yeah.
Really?
That could like kill somebody if
Wow.
it hit you, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm just freaking out up here, people, because I was worried about my little car. But now if I could actually, I'm worried about people who are
Oh, yeah.
out. Hopefully
Yeah.
everyone took shelter.
Yeah, no injuries reported yesterday, so
Okay,
that's
good.
good news.
All right, good. So, Riley, there's a new reason for you to be eating blueberries. Happy to be wearing blue, too, right about now.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you eat blueberries? Are you a fan?
I heard that if you're going to eat blueberries, you have to buy the organic because there's a lot of pesticides in
Really?
the regular grown one. Apparently, you got to use a lot of pesticides for blueberries, so I don't know.
Interesting. You know what I've heard when you eat blueberries?
Turn into them?
Make sure you have your floss, because you're going to get blueberries in your teeth.
Never heard that.
Blueberry pie. Make sure you have that floss handy. I'm trying to make you laugh, Riley. I'm trying to.
I'm
My
not
jokes are so bad in the
I
morning.
have an hour and a half of sleep right now. I'm kind of delusional.
I have 10 minutes of sleep. Can you believe it?
I can believe that.
No, I didn't have 10 minutes of sleep.
The news
I
will
need
do that to you.
my beauty rest.
Are we at? I don't even know where I'm at right now.
We're headed to break. That's where we're at, folks. We'll be right back. I'll have your top health news stories.